Good evening, friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Evergreen Stock Market. Friends, if you are newcomer to our channel, please see our previous videos at least once. If you feel those are useful and add on to your knowledge, please subscribe to our channel. If you want to see this video in Telugu, we added that link in pinned comment. Please see that. Friends, we discussed about gold and real estate investments in our previous videos. You can see those videos in our channel. Today, we are gonna discuss about low risk or safe investments. These are the ones in which the risk is almost zero. These investments are good for those who are retired and don't want to take risk. There are many other individuals who also do not want to take risk, which is why they will opt for some of the safe investments in India. When we think of safe investments, mostly we'll think about bank deposits and most popular government schemes like PPF, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, etc. Since these schemes have maximum amount limit of investment per year, I'm not gonna talk about it. And there are also some other schemes from government like National Savings Certificate, pension schemes like that, which I am planning to discuss very clearly in some other video. In this video, we are very clearly discussing about deposits and some other low risk investments and how to get maximum returns from it. Please see this video till the end as I am planning to explain how we can get more returns on recurring deposits than fixed deposits. Before that, let's have a rough look on the interest rates of large banks and post office scheme. If you see this peak, clearly Kotak Bank is giving the highest interest rate for savings accounts. Axis Bank is giving the highest interest rate for recurring deposits, and a post office scheme is giving the highest income on fixed deposits. But are these interest rates are sufficient? Considering the current inflation rate, these are sufficient only when you are saving the equal amount of your spendings. Let me explain clearly. If your monthly expenses are 50,000, you need to invest the equal amount to sustain in the future. But if your savings amount is less, then you need more interest rates for your savings, right? So let's consider another option with the same low risk and higher returns than large banks, which is small finance banks deposits. I am discussing about small finance banks because Reserve Bank of India or government will definitely do their best to support these banks. S Bank is the recent example for that. When S Bank is near to bankruptcy, RBI stepped in and did everything to make it operate. RBI did that because if a bank fails, people will lose their trust in banks and they won't show any interest to save in banks. That's why RBI will do everything to save the banks. If you see these interest rates of small finance banks, almost all banks offers more interest rates than large banks. Highest interest rate of savings accounts is given by Utkarsh Bank, followed by Suryoday. For fixed deposits of 1 year tenure, Jana Bank is offering more interest as 8.25%. Utkarsh is giving 9% for 777 days, which is little more than 2 years. Fincare is giving 9% for 4-year FDs and Suryoday is giving 9% for 5-year FDs. And it's the same case for recurring deposits as well. In my personal opinion, if I'm getting higher interest with low risk, I'll go for small finance banks. But I'll invest small amounts in different banks for more safety. The next one is corporate or NBFC deposits. Like banks, we can invest in the deposits of corporates and non-banking financial companies like Mahindra Finance, LIC Housing Finance, Bajaj Finserv, HDFC, etc. Even though these interest rates are slightly less than few small finance banks, if you want more safety and assurance, you can invest in this as these are well known names than small finance banks, right? Kerala Transport Development Finance Corporation from Kerala government is giving highest interest rate of 8% for 1 year fixed deposits, and Sriram Transport Finance is giving highest interest rate of 8.76% for 5 year fixed deposits. Now you may ask me, RBI will take care of banks, but who will take care of these deposits? Here also RBI will fix some rules for these NBFCs. But for low risk investments, you need to select AAA rated deposits. As AAA is the top rating awarded to any investments, and all the deposits in this pic which I am showing are AAA rated ones, which means low risk. Next, we are going to talk about the same corporates monthly income plans. That means which you will get monthly income for your investments. Now, let's see how monthly income plan works. Consider a scenario of 1 lakh investment with 8% interest for 1 year tenure. For 1 year, your interest would be 8,000, right? Dividing 8,000 to 12 months, we will get 667 rupees every month up to 12 months. And we can withdraw our initial investment of 1 lakh after 1 year. Mostly retired people will opt for these kind of plans to get regular income. If you see this peak, Shriram Transport Finance is offering a highest interest rate for both 1 year and 5 year plan, followed by Shriram City Union. Next, low risk investment I want to talk about is chit funds of government, or which is highly secure. First, we will discuss what is a chit fund. Consider a fund worth of 5 lakhs for 50 months with 50 people. Okay. In simple terms, each person has to pay 10,000 per month for 50 months. But in chit fund, a foreman will conduct an auction to identify the bidder who offers highest discount. Assume the auction finalized at 30%. In this 30%, foreman commission will be 5%, as he will be taking care of all the dealings like collecting the money and giving to the bidder like that. The next 25% from 55 lakhs would be 1.25 lakhs divided by 50 people, which is 2,500 per member. So 10,000 minus 2,500, which is 7,500 is the amount all 50 members has to pay for that particular month. And the bidder will get 3.5 lakhs. Same process will happen every month. As we are talking about low risk investments, these are the government chit funds which I know. Mysore Sales International which is operating by Government of Karnataka. Government of Kerala backed Chitti. Both these are available in online. If you are interested, you can get more information on their sites. And the last investment which I am talking about today is P2P lending, which is person to person or peer-to-peer lending. Before discussing about this investment, consider a scenario like you want some personal loan of 1 or 1.5 lakh. What you will do? You will approach a bank, they will ask for necessary documents and will give loans with minimum of 10% to maximum of 15 to 20% interest. As we are talking about personal loans. If you are taking the loans, you will be paying more interest. But if you are investing as deposits, you will be getting less interest, right? What if there is a case you can directly lend the amount to someone with more interest rates than the bank and borrow the amount with less interest rates than the bank? It sounds good, right? P2P will provide that kind of opportunities. What it will exactly do is, it is an online platform which will connect both lender and borrower. Borrower will submit all the necessary documents in the platform and lender will verify everything and lends the amount. It's a win-win situation for both lender and borrower, as lender will get more interest returns than banks deposits and borrower will get less interest rates than banks personal loan interest. But it's not totally risk-free investment, as borrower can default their loan. As we were talking about low risk investments, we need to lend the amount to someone with good credit score. And these are the companies which I know from P2P lending, which are I2I Funding, Lendon Club, Rupee Circle, Cash Kumar, and Faircent. Coming to the advantages of it, it offers high returns, which we already talked. And the disadvantages are, we need to verify all the documents on our own, and there is a chance of default risk, and we need to pay some fee for the online platform. Whatever I talked till now is just the overview of this, so that you'll get to know about this kind of investment. If you want a detailed explanation about P2P lending, let me know in the comments. I'll try to do a video particularly for this. Now, coming to the last and most important part of this video, which I promised in the starting, which is how we can make more returns with recurring deposits than fixed deposits with the same investment. To explain this scenario, I'm considering an investment of 1 lakh for 12 months duration with 8% interest rate for both fixed deposits and recurring deposits. We all know FD returns will be 8,000 for 12 months, and we also know if everything is equal, returns of FD is less than returns of RD is less than FD. So I'm taking another option along with RD for the same investment, which is MIP, monthly income plan, with the same 8% interest rate. As we discussed earlier in this video, with 8% interest rate of MIP, we will get 667 rupees per month. Now, we are gonna invest these 667 rupees in RD. Let's see this, let's see this calculator from Paisa Bazaar. My monthly deposit amount will be 667 rupees, which we got from monthly income plan. Rate of interest is 8%. Deposit tenure is 12 months. And the maturity amount will be 8,359 rupees, which is 0.359% more than FD. Right? For 1 lakh investment and 1 year, it is 359 rupees. But for higher investments and higher returns, which will compound annually, it will be much more, right? So please consider this option as it is low risk and giving slightly higher returns than FD with the same investment. But do your thorough research. As I always say, think twice, thrice, or even 10 times before investing, as it is our hard earned money. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our video. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. See you guys in the next video. Until then, stay home, stay safe.